Yo,
What up?
top of the morning to you. He already laughing.
You already starting already, bro.
Come on, man.
Undefeated,
Hey,
bro.
so how y'all doing, bro? Scale from 1 to 10.
Should we start with you?
Oh man, 9 out of 10, man. I think it comes down to self-discipline. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd say. Self-discipline, choosing certain choices. But overall, I mean, 9 out of 10. I'm a happy guy.
It's an A. All right, let's see. Probably about I'd say a 9 or I'd say 8.5. At the crossroads a little bit right now, trying to figure out some things. God's will. It's tough. But yeah, that's the only thing for me.
Say a 9 out of 10 as well.
We trying to go
kinda-
think over
No Shave November. Say,
I forgot about that.
but yeah, so I'll say a 9 out of 10. Just gotta
there.
turn,
Clean.
Can't take this guy seriously. People in the comments.
turning that 10-page paper tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. So
You done with it now?
no, no, brother.
How much you got left?
We ain't gonna speak.
Is it due
I'm almost done.
tomorrow night or tonight?
Tomorrow
Oh, okay.
night.
Okay.
Yeah,
About to say.
yeah,
Whew. Jeez, that
I
boy.
like that. So
You said 9?
average.
yeah, 9.
Did 9, you said 8.5 or something?
Yeah, it's okay.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So guys, we got a interesting, spicy topic today.
Was it spicy?
Spicy topic today, talking about social media, but specifically its pros and cons and how it has affected us, personally in our lives. So, Jairo, I want to ask you, man, what are some, what's some pros, man, of social media? You know what I'm saying, that has helped you. That's came about in your life.
Some pros of social media. I think one, just like the reach you're able to have in social media. One thing I'm grateful for with this podcast is that we have a platform to share our conversations to ultimately help people, dealing with similar struggles as us, and also illuminate, Jesus. You know what I mean? Like combine the best of both worlds. So I think just the reach that you can have, and also, I feel like there's a lot that I've learned through social media as far as just like content-wise. You connect with so many different people
Facts.
on social media who can share a lot of different things, some helpful and some otherwise. But I think ultimately, like, depending on the content that you expose yourself to, man, it can be really beneficial to some people. So
That's real. Cons for you. Pros or cons for you.
No, man.
Later.
do you want my cons as well?
You can go ahead, bro.
What cons? My cons on the flip side is probably the same thing. It's like a double-edged sword. What you expose yourself to can also have a negative influence. So I feel like on one end, you got a lot of exposure for good things, and then you're also exposing yourself to a lot of people that can be negative influences. I think the hard part is I see people who scroll aimlessly or mindlessly through social media, and they find themselves like adopting the habits of the people that they see. And because of that, they start to imitate these behaviors of people that maybe are celebrities or idols, or maybe people that are successful to an extent, and that create that as their identity. But really, sometimes that identity can be corrupted depending on the person that they're, watching. And then now that corruption carries through on their life, and now that corruption seeps into other people that they interact with. Now you got a world full of broken people based off people watching broken people. So.
No, I was told that the same opportunity that something has to be positive, it's got the same opportunity to be the opposite way too. So if someone got $100, that they can use that $100 for positive things or some bad things. It's that same $100. And so for social media, I feel like that the same opportunity it has for being good, which can be making friends, hobbies, sharing the stuff that you're doing, sharing God. It's got the same opportunity for doing bad stuff, which I'm not even gonna list all those things. But social media, for me, I think for a bunch of people too, I think a big problem, a con to it, is it causes a lot of comparison. Because you're comparing you, and you're kind of saying like, because you're comparing your bad stuff too. Like, oh, my mind's going thinking, oh, I this thing, and you're comparing that to someone's highlight on their media. Because what do we actually post on social media? only are highlights. People are not on there posting, oh, I'm struggling, oh, I got this, and this. And if they are, but the people, they are kind of wanting attention is how they're doing that. And so I think a big con to where we got, again, the comparison aspect, and not really being it right, adopting to other people's bad habits or bad influences. But the positive things, man, I made some good friends there. I've learned some good lessons there. I've seen some good sermons, some just short stuff. I've gained a lot of knowledge from it. So I think that there's pros and cons to it. But my hot take is I think the cons outweigh the pros. That's just me personally.
That is a hot take.
Sheesh. Hey, I think something that stuck out to me when he said like people post their highlights, or if they do post their like low lights, I guess they're like, yo, like this for attention. That kind of reminded me, like, I know y'all seen this like in y'all past. Don't hit me up, bro. Don't hit me like, don't hit me up, bro. Hey, if you need me, bro, you got my number, bro. Don't hit me up.
One of the tourists, I'm hopping off the media, bro.
Off the
You need my number.
I'm the media. Bro, that kind of reminded me of that, bro. I don't know why. That just came to my mind.
My pet peeve.
You always see the black screen. Hey, don't hit me up, bro. Don't hit me up.
If they want their shot, they want
their shot. They want that joke to be busted like it's their birthday, bro. A whole bunch of people.
Why you hopping off the media, bro? I don't know. It's your topic, bro.
I don't want to talk about it. But okay, yeah. My pros and cons. I think for pros, for me personally, it's been like social media has been a good way for me to just kind of show like what God is doing in my life to other people. Kind of just like using it as like an avenue to kind of preach the gospel to people who might need it, or people that have, want some more knowledge, about that thing. And but I think something that's great about social media is that it's great for just keeping in touch with people, specifically that's with friends or family that you may not see every single day. And I think it's kind of good to see like what's going on in their life for sure. But similar to what you said too, like as far as cons, I think there's a lot of like bad that can outweigh the good. I think like when there's like every good thing, there's like 3-4 bad things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think that's kind of the downside of that. And it's like hard to kind of navigate into that, that good side of social media, because we all know how the algorithm goes. Like you go one bad thing, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole bunch more on your feed, on your Explorer, you know what I'm saying? Got to be careful.
We got to stay focused.
We got to stay focused.
For real.
But yeah, like I agree with that. Like it's a lot of, bad things that outweigh the good in social media. I think like, even with that, it's always good like finding that healthy balance between, when should I be on social media and when should I not be on social media? Because I think when you take a break from social media, you really get to find exactly who you are, you know what I'm saying? And you were talking about that identity. Is like a lot of people are looking at broken people, but are a broken person themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how can I try to be like somebody else who has the same simple nature inside of them? Why would I try to aspire to be like them when I can aspire to be like God and spend time with him and know his character, instead of spending time on my phone, wasting time, you know what I'm saying, trying to find out who this person is or who they're portraying themselves to be, when I can know exactly who God is from his scripture or from prayer, So that's what I kind of think,
And that's real. Since the advent of social media, man, I feel like, imposter syndrome has increased. Just because you see a lot of people going out above and beyond or lengths and strides to try and portray an image that's false.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately that's unhealthy, because you talked about people who go above and beyond and say like, hey, like I'm about to hop off the media. But I know maybe one of you guys saw this video, bro, but the dude that was in Target, bro, with the tripod, this dude was going above and beyond, like the influencer culture rep, and he's like recording himself shopping. He has his tripod everywhere he goes. And I'm like, he's doing all of this to portray this image to the world. And I feel like we lose this sense of reality where it's like, I gotta show everybody how good I'm doing, bro. I gotta show everybody what's real in my life and the highlights that people could care for. But at the end of the day, we're all searching for, not all of us, but there are people in us who are searching for a way to get applause and attention based off of the things that they can do that can be perceived to be good. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to this. Nobody actually cares. Seriously, I mean, nobody actually cares about the stuff that you post. Yeah, you get a like in a moment, maybe somebody comments, and maybe somebody reposts your picture, or maybe somebody retweets your tweet. At the end of the day, man, is that person checking on you at the end of the night? Is that person really gonna be with the thick and the thin? Do we really know? Absolutely not.
I think the biggest issue with social media, he alluded to it earlier, is just the comparison, dog.
Huge.
And I think that's a huge thing. And I even think about it like as far as like relationships, right? You hear a lot of people talk about, dang, I wish my relationship was like that, or somebody they see on social media, or you see somebody post relationship goals. It's like, dude, you don't know what these two people go through, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. And like he said, like, they're just posting their highlights. They're not posting the lowlights of, you know, what does the relationship actually consist of? And I think has been my pitfall as well, because like I can see somebody like, you know, they're doing something with their relationship with God and be like, dang, like, you know, I kind of want that. But it's caused me to neglect the things that God has already given me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm so busy like looking at somebody else's and what they have, I forget to see what I actually have, just due to what social media is showing me, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and just like you said, once you like one thing, like it's going to continue to show you like these, you know, that type of stuff. So comparison is huge, man.
I think all these ads, Facebook and the Instagram, Snapchat, I think what they have helped us do is find acceptance and the validation in places that we really don't have to. Because the ultimate, as we always say, what is the root here? I think that we're looking for acceptance in all these places, especially on the socials. Again, a story, like all this. I enjoy them too. I'm not talking about other people. I enjoy them too. But we're searching for it because deep down, we actually don't accept ourselves. Ooh. So all of us need other people's acceptance so we can kind of feel good for a couple of days. But like you said, an addict's got to keep getting high. So we keep wanting that next post, that next story, that next. So we can keep getting us a validation. It's as if we're pouring money into a hole. It's like, well, now it's just going to go down and you kind of need more. It's never going to get filled because it's just a bottomless hole. You know what I'm saying? And to cover that hole, man, we've got to accept ourselves. I think a different thing that the media's done is it lacks authenticity. And I think deep down, all of us want authenticity. And on the socials, on all these apps, there's no authenticity. And so we're kind of looking for authenticity, but the media world's so fake. And so it's like, man, looking for the right stuff in the wrong places again and again and again.
Yeah, bro. That's so real. And I think like something that we all three spoke about, like I think we was riding in the car going somewhere, but we talked about how social media has us investing in our insecurities, bro. And we were talking about the new wave of, you know, the bought blue check, bro. The bought blue check.
He fed up.
The bought blue check, bro. You got 20 followers. What do you need a blue check for, bro? We know that's you, all right? But at the same time, it's people that lack that acceptance or lack that identity, you know what I'm saying? And so I think for me personally, when it comes to even just posting stuff, I think something that the Holy Spirit has always brought up to me is that Galatians 1:10. Now, am I doing it for the approval of man or the approval of God? You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm trying to focus, you know, the stuff that I post on social media. I want to make sure that, you know, when people see that I post, they want to know that I'm a Christian. I shouldn't have to say that I'm a Christian, you know what I'm saying? The fruits should show that I'm a Christian, you know what I'm saying? And not even just on social media, but off social media as well, like when you see me, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that's some big misconceptions, bro, with that social media is it's got us really investing in our insecurities, which causes them to grow, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you feed is going to grow. And if you keep feeding yourself, you keep feeding your insecurities, they're going to continue to grow. They're just going to grow, bro.
Up on that check, bro. I think so many people bought that check. By the way, it was foul for them to make it so people could pay for a check. I see people with 25 followers who got the check, bro.
Literally.
But I think that so many people are buying this check so that other people think, oh, he's cool. Oh, he got the check.
Yeah.
But back in the day, the only people who had checks were verified actual people who were famous. You know what I'm saying? These days, you got Tom from the street, 6 doors down, playing on his video games every day. He is verified. Like, Tom, go back to bed, bro.
And on top of it too, bro, it ain't even a one-time purchase, bro. It's a subscription. You're subscribing to your insecurities, bro. It doesn't, like, come on, bro.
They winning off you being insecure.
Exactly. And like you said, like, people are looking for authentic things in fake places, looking for real things in the wrong places. And it doesn't make sense. When you can look to Jesus, that boy real, dog. He real. And that's something that's so cold about the Bible is that it goes against man's desires.
Countercultural.
Exactly. It's countercultural when all we want to do is follow our heart's desires. But the word says the heart is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? But God is like, I'm the one who searches the hearts and the minds. You know what I'm saying? So it's important, man, to make sure that we're not looking for those authentic and real things in the wrong places, bro.
You said investing in your insecurities, and I want to illuminate the fact that building on the insecurity part, we are investing in the lies of this world.
Yeah.
When we invest and spend time to what we think people are saying about us, then that can do something to our egos. But at the end of the day, man, you look at what social media as it is, an entire collective, it's just a place where people can share what they want to share on media.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you mentioned this earlier, like they're only going to show the highlights. They're not going to show the bad parts. They're not going to show the hard parts of their life, the things, areas that they're struggling in. Like, when's the last time you see somebody post a picture say, man, I just fell 5 times this week, bro? Or, man, I can't believe this happened to me this week, man. I got into this accident, bro. Like, nah, you're sharing man, I'm in Toronto for the weekend, bro. I'm at the Benton Bryant's concert, bro. I just talked.
Why you just that? Y'all in Toronto, bro. At the
I was about to say something. That's just cut me off, man.
But if they are like, dang, I did fall this 5 times this week. Hey, bro, hey, let me get that GoFundMe, bro, for some bandages for my knee, bro. Like, come on, dog. Bro, it's
sorry, though. I'm sorry.
It's wild
Sorry.
here, bro.
I just got cooked on.
No, I was
In Toronto. And he knew that because I texted him.
That boy over there catching strays.
I wasn't throwing a straight at you. I was about to say Taylor Swift next. Dang, bro.
I can't afford that.
Anyways, bro, I feel like social media with this introduction of it has lost connection to real people. And because of that, I'm only speaking from experience. Like, I've been the person who's been seeking out validation. Like, I just told you last week, I was like, man, should I make a post or something, bro? Because it's been so long where I feel like I've been validated or where I've had that attention. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, I don't need the acceptance of others, bro. Like, I already been accepted by God, bro. So if I can leave it at that, I don't have to go and chase, the acceptance and the notoriety from that people can perceivably give me from a like or from a repost. It's like, man, this man tells me through 66 books how much he loves me and how much he accepts me for who I actually am, not from what I have to earn by the world. It says he's already did it on the cross for me. And so I feel like when we lose track of that connection, man, it prevents us from experiencing amazing experiences. You've seen people that go out into, the world and maybe they're traveling. What's the first thing that they do? Boom, 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 boom,
Where
boom,
I'm
boom,
at.
boom, boom, boom. Oh wait, we're at the dinner table right now. Bro, you don't eat the food?
And the phone eat first.
If you don't eat the food, hold on, we gotta take a picture real quick.
I cannot
Oh wait,
phone eat first.
Let me get closer. Bro, eat the food, bro.
Was taking picture of the food before they praying.
Yeah, bro. No, that junk wild, bro. That junk is literally wild. My place, man, we're chasing these likes, bro, for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Bro, eat the food. Enjoy the experience. If I'm with you guys, man, we go on vacation together, man. I want to be able to look at the view together and be like, dang, look at where God got us. Not like, man, look at what these likes about to do when I post this picture, man. Look at what everybody about to say when they see where I'm at. It's like, bruh, that's only for a temporal moment. And it reminds me of that verse in 2 Corinthians, man. We shouldn't be chasing things that are seen, but the things that are unseen, which is internal, bruh. For the things that are seen is temporal. So that validation that you get is temporal. The likes that you get, it's temporal. Ain't nobody gonna care where you was at in a week or a day or 2. It's like, it doesn't matter, bruh.
Bro, that's so.
It don't matter.
Next level.
And I think, like you was talking about that real people, it's a PSA, bro. Do not mistake your online friends for your real friends, bro. And I think that's something I really got caught up in was like, dog, like these people on social media, bro, they so in love, bro. They so in love. But where they at when I'm in the valley, bro? Where they at when I'm in the pit, bro? And that's where I kind of confused, like, okay, hold on, these people, they showing love, But, you know, when it's time, when I'm, you know, by myself, when I'm actually going through it, you know, then where they at? You know what I'm saying? Where as far as my real friends was there like, yo, bro, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Like, do your thing. Hey, bro, you straight? Like, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think social media paints as like, you know, oh, these people are liking my picture or these people are commenting on my picture. These people are my real friends. No, they're not, bro, at all, bro. Trust me.
Shout out to him because he taught me the art of taking the picture for you. You know what I'm saying? So he taught me everywhere that I go on these trips and these places, I don't gotta post it, boom, boom, boom. I can take the picture and keep it up here. And now me, every couple months, I can go back to all these pictures, but I'm not posting it on socials. I got so many pictures. I've been on multiple trips this past year. I post almost none of them because it's just not for you. I don't need other people except, oh, no way, Slayer's here, Slayer's there. Man, I don't need you to know where the heck I am, okay? I'm busy praising God. That's where I'm at, okay? But it's like, bro, I don't need that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we see it all the time, bro, because I've been to these big cities and I see people all the time, selfie mode, get the phone out the whole time. I was on a trip with someone, their phone was out the whole time, and they were never with us. They were just kind of like filming everything. It's like, bro, it's just great. Also, some people, bro, this is a PSA. You don't gotta post everything that you do on your vacation, man. On a spring break, bro, I feel like I'm on some people's spring breaks. I feel like I'm there hanging out with them because they post every meal, every car ride, every spot, the Airbnb, getting a whole tour of it, bro. Like, bro, I'm there with you.
It's tough, bro. It's tough, but unfortunately, that's just the culture that we live in today. And you know, I think for me, man, something that I'm trying to work on is being more gracious, right? Instead of trying to be hypercritical or being judgmental for these people. It's like I can have conversations like with you, like, hey, like, why do you do that? Like, why do you take these pictures everywhere that you go? Or why are you looking for all these likes and attention from these posts that you're posting frequently? And having a conversation, man, because I think that's a good way to bring Jesus in the conversation. I can say like, oh man, actually, you don't actually have to chase for that acceptance through that person that you're the attention that you're trying to get. Or maybe that image that you're trying to portray to social media, you don't have to try and chase for that because you're made in his image. And you have his image. You don't have to cater to what their image that they want you to be. You can be what he wants you to be and have a way more fulfilling lifestyle than one who's chasing after the acceptance of others. So I feel like ultimately, man, we have to put ourselves in a position, man, where we're having reality checks. We're looking in the mirror and saying, man, what am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? Because at the end of the day, 95% of your followers, the people that are on your page, don't give a dang about you, bro.
I know where you're going.
I'm about to say that, bro. So you think the 95 people know what's going on in your life, everything that you're doing specifically, you in for a rude awakening. But I just want to be real with people, man. Like, you think the people that are on your followers, the people that are in your DMs, the people that are liking and hyping you up day by day are the people that actually genuinely care for you. That's not the case. But that's all right, because you have a good people who you're hanging around with, man, that are loving and supporting you every single day, then none of that stuff won't matter. I know I'm good because I know Joshua cares about me. I know Micah cares about me. And I know they're going to keep it real with me. At the end of the day, I ain't got to chase the acceptance of them, man. My God accepts me. He accepts me. I'm good, bro.
Yo, I do got a question I just wanted to ask. How do y'all think people should handle social media up in a positive way? Give any tips, any thoughts, any personal experiences too, man?
I think for me, it's always good I fast social media. Like, I'll be off of it for a week or some time.
And he doesn't announce it.
Yeah, I ain't say, yo, bro, don't hit me up, bro.
He don't announce it, bro.
I'm fasting, dog. And he even talks about that in scripture,
wild,
bro.
bro.
I'm doing
That's wild,
Not
bro.
bad to be seen. Come on.
Literally, bro.
Talk about that.
He talks about that in Matthew 6, bro. How these Pharisees over here praying and fasting and looking like, bro, I'm fasting, dog. Right, bro. Like, nah, you shouldn't even do all that. But like, going back to the point, like, yeah, so I just fast like on a regular basis to where I'm like, okay, like, I'm not gonna allow my mind to be clouded, by social media. And I think like social media, it always puts us in a box, right? Or it always has us reaching towards a line that continues to move, you know what I'm saying? Every time we get close to it. Yeah. And that's something I think social media just does. And we just keep falling into that trap, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just taking a fast, like just taking a break off of it and just like letting it, hey, let me just live life, bro. And I've clearly seen like when I'm off social media, that's the most productive I am, bro.
Nice.
Throughout the whole week. Like, I'm very productive, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the week when I'm just not on it, I'm not clouded by it. I don't care what anybody else is going on. I'm just caring about, okay, what is God trying to show me in life today, right now? Let me not squander this moment because I'm over here looking at what somebody else is doing in their life, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 miles away.
But I also want to ask, if someone's not fasting, so they fasted, they're back on now, how should they handle that? Because we're all gonna be on it in some point at some time. So how do you handle being on it?
I was gonna build off his point. I was gonna say, like limiting your screen time. I think that's a perfect place where you can start. Because in the day, some people might not be able to go without a day without social media. And I'm one of those people. I'm working on that now, and God's growing on me, man. But I feel like, man, to your point earlier, you talk about investing in your securities. Now, if you invested in the overall improvement of your health, physically, man, you start to see some good fruit being produced. And what I mean by that is specifically, man, if you could limit the time that you're on social media daily and invest that time into improving some of those bad habits that you have, improving maybe your spiritual life or improving your relationships that are around you, you can start to see a lot of stuff start to shift in your life. But that starts by replacing that screen time with time that you're spending time on growth. So I feel like, one, you gotta identify, man, look at your screen time, bro. Your screen time is filled with Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is, bro, all day long, bro. The first thing that you need to do is limit it. Maybe you set a timer. Maybe you have some accountability. Hey, man, like, I've been constantly scrolling on social media, what should I do? Ask for help. Maybe set that limit, for the day. Like, I got 30 minutes in a day. Like, these are all practical tips that you can use to help limit the time so that you can start to see some boost in the growth that you see in your life. But I think that first you have to realize, man, this is an issue. We talked about this previous episodes, and this is an area that I want to improve in. Then you can begin to see stuff happen. So
intervals, man, intervals is huge, bro. Doing it in intervals is like, yo, okay, let's say I can be productive for 2-3 hours. Then I'll spend 15, 30 minutes on social media, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
And so, then I can go do it again, be productive for 2-3 hours again, come back 15 minutes, same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think intervals slowly, push me into fasting, doing it, just cutting it off cold turkey, you know what I'm saying? So intervals is huge.
I also got a second question, because I know that y'all two are Christians, people of faith, people of Jesus. I am too. Sorry to make that weird. Sorry to make that weird.
NPC.
But how do you handle trying to mix social media and validation of it in Christ and Jesus? Like, how do you mix those two? Because I see y'all do it all the time, posting up on your. Answer the question, because I was gonna answer it for you.
You're gonna finish your question?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say.
Let you cook, bro. Go ahead.
It's like Chef Boyardee. I was gonna say, because I see y'all post all the time up on the stories, even up on your post too about God, and so I see you mixing social media and God up in that context. But how can someone who's also a Christian, people of faith, also mix God in social media too?
Are you asking like how to blend it together?
Yeah. How do you do it, and how should other people do it?
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm the status quo, so I would start by prefacing that. But I can say, man, Jesus calls us to live a public faith. I like to live by this mantra, man, like private life, public faith. You go out into life, man, where you go out in the world, man, people should know the God that you serve, right? By your actions. I heard in church today, man, it's like, yeah, your faith is, what you receive by grace, but indeed is that verified. Like the works that you do shows the faith that you actually have. So I feel like, man, if you are professing to be a Christian and you want to blend that and show that to the world, the best place you can start is social media. Now, I would preface this as well. Make sure you in your word, because you don't want to be misleading people. You don't want to be saying some nonsense. I see a lot of heresy on the media, and that's another thing. We could be a whole other episode about that.
Kingdom on raising.
So,
people on there prophesying, though. You ain't prophesying. Oh my God.
No, that's what we could have called up.
Bro, but seriously, man, you got to be in your word, man. And then honestly, ask God, like, God, what do your people want to hear? Like, what do you want me to show your people? And then go from there. If it's a post, if it's a video, if it's a quote, whatever it is, ask God first, man, because he's going to be the one who's going to guide you to the way that you can blend it perfectly.
Never even thought about it like that. That's
I
different.
think, well, for me personally, I've been able to treat social media just kind of like as my journal of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of, what is God, showing me that I could probably share to somebody else to where it could help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether that's a verse or that's a whole passage or just, a prayer or a message that I've heard. You know what I'm saying? I think social media has just been a way for me to just like outlet and kind of not keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of the way I've treated it. But I think it's just, by his grace that I'm just so astounded by God every day. It's like, bro, I just want to share to people. I just want to share to people, like, to understand, like, what God is doing in their life. You know what I'm saying? Not only mine, but he could, do the same, if not more, in their life as well. And I think I'm just like, dang, like, hey, God is doing this in my life, not to showboard or for them to have like comparison issues or whatever. I'm just like, yo, God is like really, he's right next to you. He can do the same things or if not greater things, with you. So I think that's just kind of the way I've treated it. And just now, like, just God being just my life now is just kind of like, what else am I going to post about? You know what I'm saying? What else am I
One more
gonna
thing
post about, bro?
I want to blend the two questions that you just asked, because I think on one end, like, we as Christians should be sharing the gospel on the social media. And also, like, some healthy ways that you can actually, effectively use social media is, I think you have to look at social media for what it is. It's kind of like money. Money is a tool. So social media can be an effective tool that you can use to effectively share the gospel, to effectively share good wisdom, good insight, the things that God has given you. But I think in order for you to do that, you have to look at it for what it is. Yeah. It's just a tool, right? Just like money is a tool, but too much of it, man, can corrupt you. So in the same exact way, man, too much of the attention or the likes that you can get from some of these videos or the posts that you're sharing can go straight to the head. And now that can cost you, like, all right, you'll stop asking God for the guidance. You'll start guiding yourself. Oh man, this video blew up, so maybe I gotta do this. Or maybe this post, they like this, so let me keep doing this. But maybe that's not what that people need to hear. Maybe that's not what God wants you to say to those people. So I think you have to look at it at what it is. It's a tool that God has given me to help share his message and then going from there, man. So I think having that reality of keeping it where it's at and not allowing it to become an idol, because it can't come an idol easily. And it's been an idol for me as well. So I'm only speaking from my experience, man. But that's what I would say.
And I think to build on top of that too is just kind of understand what stewardship is before you start posting, because it says in the word, whoever is faithful with little will be faithful with much. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to start off, posting on social media, you got to understand what stewardship actually is, because if I'm posting to this group of people and I'm neglecting this small group of people, but at the same time you want to grow on social media, that's just going to grow. If you reach more people, you're just going to be misrepresented and misleading more people, to your bad doctrine or to your proper line, whatever the case may be. So just kind of understand what good stewardship is. Like, is this something that you can actually manage? Is this something that God is calling you to do? Number one. I think a lot of people just hop into a lot of things when God did not tell you to do that. That's just your flesh just telling you, yo, let's just do this because of the likes or for the followers.
I got a word from God.
I got stop it. but yeah, but I think, just understand like what stewardship is and the magnitude of it, because these are not robots you're spreading information to. These are people. This is like, that's like, I'm talking to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the people, or if not more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are actual people that you want to spread a message to, or you want to spread God's message to. So make sure that you giving people the right doctrine or giving people the right information. You feel me?
I was just going to say, I enjoyed his point on having a time thing to it. So only be on maybe for an hour or something. Something that I found very helpful is I don't go on it before noon, really, just before noon. Because I remember being in high school, or even my first couple of years of college was, bro, the minute I turned around on bed, get my phone up, start scrolling, do that. I couldn't do it, bro. It was so toxic to me. It messing everything up. But it's just, again, being intentional. I think that's something that we all speak about all the time. Being a steward, being intentional are huge things. But again, just being on it a certain amount, just trying to make sure that what is your goal as you're on it. Because those who don't have goal, what was it? People who fail to plan to fail or something. And so it's like, if you don't have a reason to be on that, if they're not a goal, then what are you doing on it? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're texting someone back, or you're posting, or you're checking about friends. That's completely fine. But when you're in bed at 2 a.m. just scrolling on there, it's just gonna be trouble. It's not gonna help you. You know what I'm saying?
And all the people that want to start their day off with God, bro, do not go on your phone before noon, bro. Literally. It's literally something that's helped me a ton, bro.
Changed my life.
I'm literally like, yo, I'm not going on this, before 12, but I'm going to be in my word, you know what I'm saying, before 12. And that's helped me just a ton, bro.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend that. Yeah, 100%.
So from based off what both of you guys said, the best way to help you grow in that area is to put it down. The best way for you to grow in social media is to put it down and experience life, man. I think it's so much more to the life than social media.
Oh, yeah.
I think life is gonna be it's gonna be so much more to your life far than the likes that you get, the attention that you receive, the pictures that you post on social media, like all these things that you can do. Life is so much more fulfilling than that. But a lot of people are missing out on that because of the chase of social media, the chase of gaining this notoriety, this capital, this influence. At the end of the day, man, you have such an opportunity to grow as individuals. Like you guys just shared that, man, you don't go on it until or after noon. That's at least. So I imagine the amount of growth that's happening from when you wake up in the 12 rather than you waking up and rolling over like these. You know what I mean?
I'm off of it before 12 and I'm off of it after 10 p.m.
And that's smart.
Straight like that.
You also was gonna say, this is a whole other episode, but be careful of the things you post, bro. The things that you post show who you are. So when you're posting the Henny and putting up a finger, bro, what are you doing, bro? I'm about to get fed up on you. I'm about to get fed up. I seen Halloween, you know what, bro? Because how you dress shows how you see yourself. It's okay.
Oh, we should have said that.
That must have seen something, boy. You got
No, you know them Halloween. Oh, bro, that was.
Boy, he cut that mic on. He see something that triggered him.
I can't believe I didn't say that's crazy, bro. That's all right, bro. Man, we gotta do part 2 one day too. We see y'all, dudes.